It's time now for a look at the latest in local news. And the news reminder coming up this morning on the World Famous Mitch and Bob Show. We have as our special guest Perry Morgan, who resigned as Jesup Police Chief, handing in a letter of resignation a week ago today at the Jesup City Council meeting. He joins us this morning. We look forward to having him on the show and hear what he has to say. The mayor and several commissioners at the last called meeting last Friday asked him to reconsider, but he says he cannot stay under the current working conditions. We'll let him explain all that this morning on the show. Perry Morgan was sworn in as a Jesup Police Chief back on April 28th of 2021, has been in law enforcement most of his adult life, and Perry Morgan joins us this morning on the world-famous Butch and Bob Show. City's named Chris Hamilton as the interim Chief of Police. Four Stewart officials have released the name of the man who drove a military vehicle into the front of the 3rd Infantry Division headquarters Monday morning. The driver has been identified as 39-year-old Tremont Lacey. He's been booked into the Liberty County Jail, been charged with theft of government property and destruction of government property. He's a retired Army soldier, which gave him access to the installation. He was in the Army from June 2002 to July 2013 as a wheeled mechanic, obtaining the rank of sergeant. He was deployed to Iraq twice. Fort Stewart says the case is still under investigation at this time. And the state of Georgia continues to be in good financial shape, as overall the state ended the fiscal year on June 30th with a $5 billion surplus. This is the third year in a row, and the previous two brought income tax rebates to Georgia citizens. Although the governor isn't making any promises, his administration says they don't want to use the surplus on long-term expenses such as new programs or building projects. Spokesman from the governor's office released the following statement yesterday. It says, quote, "The governor looks forward to working closely with the General Assembly on priorities for how the state's one-time funds will be used in strategic, fiscally responsible way that does not commit short-term revenue gains to long-term obligations," end quote. We'll be back with more news after this word from our sponsor, the commercial messages, so please stay tuned. Wayne County Superior Court in session this morning with the Honorable Judge Stephen Kelly presiding. He oversees the drug court, and today several will graduate from the drug court. Judges invited the county commissioners to attend the graduation ceremony this morning. Drug court has had several success stories over the years. It gives an individual a chance to get his or her life back on track rather than spend time in prison. Judge Kelly's been a big advocate of the drug court, and again, a graduation ceremony set for the day at Courtroom C. Wayne County schools will be open on Friday, August 4th. Each school in Wayne County will hold their open house on Thursday, August 3rd from 3:30 to 6 p.m. Parents and students are encouraged to attend the open house. We have several announcements for those attending Wayne County High School this year. Wayne County High School will hold a freshman orientation on Thursday, August 3rd from 12:30 to 3 p.m. in the high school auditorium. This is for all incoming freshmen and is for students only. At 2:30, they ask the parents to join their students for a brief informational session in the Wayne County High School auditorium, and then they will visit teachers' classrooms for open house at 3 p.m. Wayne County High School open house for all grades will be held on August 3rd from 3:30 to 6 p.m. Entry into the building will not be allowed until freshman orientation is completed at the high school. Students and parents may visit the classrooms until 6 p.m. Student schedules will be available on parent-student portal by July 25th and may be printed or downloaded. If you do not have access to your schedule, you may stop by Wayne County High School Commons area during open house to obtain a schedule. If you have a concern with repeated courses, blank spots in the schedule, or pathway completion needs, please use the Google form on the Wayne County High School counseling page to log your issues. All problems must be submitted by 3 p.m. on August 4th. Adjustments will be made if deemed necessary within the first week of school. Please do not make duplicate requests, as it will backlog the system, causing delays for everyone. If you have a student who plans to drive, they'll have two opportunities prior to the first day of school to purchase a parking decal, July 25th and August 3rd. Parking permit request must be completed online. The high school parking permit agreement can be found on the RevTrack site. In addition to the agreement, students must purchase a parking permit on RevTrack in the amount of $30. Instructions for accessing RevTrack are as follows. Visit the website. Once at the RevTrack website, click Wayne County High School, then click Parking Permits. Deadline to complete this online process is set for July 24th at 11:59 p.m. Supporting documents required include the following: tag registration card, agreement signed by the student and parent, valid Georgia driver's license, and proof of current insurance. Please make sure all fields in the application are completed. Both parent and student signatures are on the agreement, and all documents are required at time of pickup. Students who successfully complete the online agreement and payment process for the parking permit will be able to pick up their parking decals on July 25th at the high school administration office, room 802, with Mrs. Maynor. Seniors will be able to pick up their parking decals from 9 to 11 a.m., underclassmen from 1 to 3 p.m. There will be a second round of parking permit pickup at open house on August 3rd. Deadline for this payment on the red track will be Wednesday, August 2nd. No parking permit request will be made in person. All requests must be completed online. We'll be back with some final news notes after this word from our sponsor of the commercial messages, so please stay tuned. A couple of final notes in the news. An inaugural back-to-school event sponsored by the Wayne County Board of Tourism is going to be held on Saturday, August 5th from 9 to 2 p.m. The event's entitled Touch a Truck, will feature heavy equipment, emergency vehicles, tow trucks, bucket trucks, along with food and information booths, all where kids can see the trucks up close. The event will be centered around West Walnut Street between North Macon and Northeast Broad Streets. These streets will be closed to vehicles. The first hour of the event will be quiet hour for sensory-sensitive children. During this time, no sirens will be used. Visitors are encouraged to shop local businesses in the downtown area for back-to-school supplies. For vendor or booth information, contact the Wayne County Board of Tourism office at 912-427-3233, or you can contact Donnie Gray at 912-424-0376. Again, Touch a Truck set for Saturday, August 5th from 9 to 2 in downtown Jesup. And if you're a fan of the Food Network, on July 31st at 10 p.m., the show is going to feature Wayne County and Joseph Puccio and Matt Groover from Smoke Show Mafia Barbecue. They'll be competing on the show at its behind-the-scenes view of how barbecue contests are held, interviews the contestants. Once again, that show set for the air on the Food Network July 31st at 10 p.m. That's going to do it for latest in local news. Sports comes your way in a few minutes. Bob Morgan, have a great day.